The first distortion appeared over the Pacific at dawn, an expanding ripple of violet light bending clouds into spirals. Civilians recorded it thinking it was an atmospheric glitch, but every military watcher on Earth knew better. Nothing natural warped sunlight that cleanly. Nothing benign announced itself with silence so absolute that birds halted mid-flight as if awaiting permission to move again. On the orbital citadel above Terra, Admiral Lira Vance watched the sensors fill with Triarch Dominion signatures. Their dread fleet slipped from hyperspace in a single sweeping chain, formation perfect, arrogance unmistakable. Dozens of wedge-shaped battleships aligned themselves around Earth like teeth closing on prey. Her officers looked at her before they looked at the threat. That habit had developed over years, they trusted her stillness more than any alarm. Commander Hale stepped beside her. They're deploying full projection arrays. They intend to speak. Lira didn't answer immediately. She studied the enemy's spacing, their energy signatures, the faint curvature of their containment pattern. The Dominion always tried to intimidate with spectacle. Today, they were overplaying it. Let them talk, she said. The main viewport darkened as a titanic hologram shimmered into existence. The face of Archregent Vorax Talzan materialized above the Earth, his expression carved with cultivated superiority. His throne rose behind him like a living monument of bone and metal. Humans, Vorax said, each syllable sharpened by contempt, you stand at the edge of your final decision. His voice flooded every screen, every home, every station. Entire cities froze. Even children sensed the gravity in his tone. You will surrender your fleets, your territory, and your species' autonomy, Vorax continued. Failure to comply will result in your swift erasure. The Dominion does not negotiate with primitives. Hale flinched. We should cut the broadcast. No, Lira said softly. They need to hear him. Earth's council joined the channel, their faces a mix of fear and forced composure. Chancellor Marin spoke first. Archregent, Earth has never initiated conflict with the Dominion. Your demand is baseless. We propose. Silence, Vorax snapped. Lira watched the Chancellor swallow his frustration. The Dominion enjoyed theatrics. They thought humiliation softened resistance. Vorax lifted a hand. Behind him, the Dominion fleet angled its weapons toward Earth. You have one chance to kneel. Humanity's survival depends on obedience. The Council murmured in panic. Hale whispered, Admiral, they'll keep escalating. They think we're cornered. Lira exhaled once, calm, measured. Then she stepped into the projection field. Her image appeared beside the Chancellor, startling viewers across Earth. Archregent, she said, her voice even, Earth does not kneel. Vorax's reptilian eyes narrowed. You presume authority to speak for your species? She does, Chancellor Marin said. The Council yields command to Admiral Morgan for all military decisions. Lira tilted her head slightly. You issued a threat without justification. Humanity will not surrender its autonomy. If the Dominion seeks war, we will respond. The Council stiffened at her bluntness, but no one countered her. Lira's reputation wasn't legend, it was evidence. She had held the rim against 3 coalition assaults before turning 28. She didn't posture. She calculated. Vorax regarded her with a long, disdainful pause. Your confidence is misplaced. The Dominion has catalogued your species' capabilities. You are unpredictable, emotional, reckless. A danger to yourselves and others. And yet we're still here, Lira replied. Hale glanced at her sidelong. That line would echo across Earth. Vorax leaned forward, his massive form expanding the projection. You misunderstand your situation. We are not asking for surrender. We are ordering it. You will deliver your fleets into our control. You will disarm all planetary defenses. You will. Lira cut him off. Or what? The channel temperature seemed to drop. Her question wasn't defiant, it was analytical. She wanted his next move. Vorax's jaw tightened. You will learn shortly. The hologram vanished. Silence filled the citadel. Officers exchanged uneasy glances. Hale whispered, "Admiral, what now?" Rhea walked to the tactical table. Her movements were slow, precise. Officers unconsciously straightened. When she carried herself like this, she wasn't emoting, she was aligning calculations. "Display gravitational fluctuations," she ordered. A three-dimensional map unfolded. The Dominion ships weren't simply surrounding Earth, they were positioning emitters at equidistant nodes around the solar boundary. Hale frowned. "That's not a blockade." "No," Rhea said. "That's a containment architecture." The table flickered, highlighting stress lines extending toward Mars, Venus, and the asteroid belt. The emitters were generating a field that subtly warped orbital mechanics. Not enough for civilians to notice immediately. Enough to destabilize entire planetary paths if left unchecked. "It's a slow kill," Hale said, voice dropping to a whisper. Rhea nodded. "They want to avoid the optics of annihilating worlds. A collapse caused by a natural orbital decay gives them plausible deniability." The Council rejoined the secure channel. Panic radiated from their expressions. "Admiral, we've detected gravitational irregularities." "Confirm?" "Confirmed," Rhea said. "So they intend to destroy us gradually." The Chancellor sagged. "Is there any chance of negotiation?" "None," Rhea said. Hale cleared his throat. "Admiral, what about the silent array?" The Council turned sharply toward him. Knowledge of the array was restricted to a handful of officials. Rhea didn't rebuke him. The moment for secrecy had passed. "The array is operational," she said. "But we will not reveal it until the Dominion fully commits. They must believe they already have victory." The Council hesitated. "Is that wise?" Rhea looked at the map again, studying the Dominion's confident, overextended positioning. "We need them close. Let them tighten their hold. Once deployed, the array is decisive." "Then what is our next step?" the Chancellor asked. Rhea straightened, her voice steady. "We prepare. Quietly. And when the Archregent believes Earth broken, we stand." The room pulsed with restrained tension. The Dominion fleet began projecting a new message. Vorax's voice thundered across Earth once more. "You have 1 hour to kneel." Rhea listened without blinking. She turned to her officers. "Hale, alert the Mars Command. Initiate evacuation protocols for outer colonies. Notify the array team to hold position and await my signal. No broadcasts. No movements visible to Dominion sensors." "Yes, Admiral." Rhea stepped to the viewport, watching the enemy ships circle Earth like predators. "They think they understand us," she murmured. "They think a Deathworld species fears pressure." She let the words settle, each one quiet but firm. "They're about to learn what pressure forged us into." Earth turned beneath her, blue and bright, unaware of how close extinction hovered above it. Rhea lifted her chin sharply. "We do not kneel," she said. "Not today. Not ever." The containment field tightened like a closing fist around the solar system. Its pressure wasn't visible to civilians, but every sensor aboard the Earth Defense Citadel screamed with warnings. The Dominion's gravitational architecture pulsed in steady intervals, subtle enough to conceal its purpose, strong enough to threaten the long-term stability of Earth's orbit. Admiral Rhea Morgan studied the shifting readings while her officers scrambled across the deck. None spoke until she did. Her silence shaped the room more than alarms ever could. Commander Hale approached, tablet in hand. "Admiral, the field's harmonics are increasing. Mars has reported anomalous tidal fluctuations. If this continues, the planet's rotation will drift." "They're accelerating the collapse," Rhea said. Earth's Council reappeared on the encrypted feed. Their voices carried the weight of millions who sensed danger without understanding its magnitude. "Admiral, we need the technical assessment. Are we facing a long-term threat or something immediate?" "Both," Rhea replied. Left unchecked, the The containment grid will distort gravitational equilibrium across the solar system. The Dominion intends progressive destabilization. It ends with planetary destruction disguised as orbital decay. The Council murmured, dread rising. Chancellor Marin said, so they want to avoid the optics of direct genocide. They want control, Rhea said. Erasing us quietly avoids sparking rebellion among other species. Hale cleared his throat. Mars Command requests guidance. They're preparing evacuation routes for outer settlements. Authorize partial evacuations, Rhea said. But stagger the movements so they appear routine. We can't let the Dominion detect coordinated activity. The Chancellor looked strained. Admiral, at what point do we activate the silent array? When the Dominion commits its full fleet mass, Rhea answered. Not before. Hale nodded, though tension flickered in his eyes. That means we endure until they believe victory is certain. That's the only way they'll overextend, Rhea said. Their pride is the real weapon we're using. The Council disconnected. Hale exhaled. They're terrified. They should be, Rhea said quietly. But fear doesn't win wars. Precision does. The Citadel dimmed suddenly. A new broadcast cut across every channel. Vorix appeared once more, towering above Earth like a spectral judge. Humans, he said, your hour shortens. You continue resisting. You refuse to display obedience. This confirms your species' instability. His tone sharpened. The containment field will intensify until your leaders beg for mercy. Rhea stepped into view. The projection split, showing her beside him as if standing on equal footing. Archregent, she said, your field is a violation of every interstellar treaty. Disengage it. You do not dictate terms, Vorix replied. Your place is beneath those who understand order. Hale muttered, he still thinks we're intimidated. He thinks we're predictable, Rhea said. Vorix shifted his gaze to her. Admiral Morgan, you speak with confidence far beyond your species' standing. Has the stress driven you to delusion? Rhea kept her expression unreadable. No. Calculation. A flicker of irritation crossed Vorix's features. He was used to fear, not analysis. Your calculations end in extinction. The Dominion has evaluated your technology. You cannot counter our field. You assume we need to, Rhea replied. Vorix leaned forward. You talk in riddles. Speak plainly. No, she said. Clarity is earned. The Regent's jaw clenched. The projection dissolved. Hale whispered, he's losing composure. That's the point, Rhea said. When emotion rules, mistakes follow. The tactical alert chimed. Mars Command transmitted distress signals. Rhea opened the feed. Governor Tess Calder appeared, hologram flickering amid shaking lights. Admiral, our gravitational stabilizers are overloading. The containment field is causing rotational drag. If we don't adjust soon. Divert power to your axial regulators, Rhea said. Compensate through counterthrust from the polar stations. We've tried that. It buys minutes, not hours. Understood. Prepare for structural reinforcement teams from Luna Base. They launch immediately. Calder exhaled shakily. How long do we have before the worst-case scenario? Rhea didn't sugarcoat it. A few days if the Dominion holds current output. Less if they increase amplitude. Calder straightened. We'll hold. See that you do, Rhea said, then closed the channel. Hale ran a hand along his jaw. Humanity can't endure this indefinitely. We won't have to, Rhea said. Not once the array activates. He hesitated. What if they detect the build-up phase? They won't, Rhea replied. The array's output signature mimics background gravitational noise. Dominion sensors can't distinguish it. A junior analyst called out, Admiral, a Dominion cruiser is approaching the array's hidden vector. They may be scouting. Rhea leaned in. Is it alone? Yes, Admiral. A single ship. Then it's arrogance, not suspicion. Prepare for a micropulse test. Gasps rippled through the deck. Hale turned to her. Now? They need to see something small, Rhea said. Just enough to unsettle them. She keyed a secure line. Array team, this is Morgan. Prepare a micropulse at 1/10 strength. Target, designated cruiser. Contain the effect radius. The voice on the other end replied, confirmed, Admiral. Firing on your mark. Rhea gave the order. Sensors flashed white as spacetime rippled. The Dominion cruiser shimmered, its hull bending inward like fabric pulled through a ring. No explosion followed. No debris drifted. The ship simply imploded into a point and vanished. The deck fell silent. Hale's voice was barely audible. They'll think it was a spatial anomaly. That's the idea, Rhea said. A warning without attribution. Moments later, Dominion transmissions erupted across intercepted channels. Confusion. Alarm. Their commanders scrambled to explain the sudden loss. Their science division demanded recalibration of navigational systems. Hale grinned for the first time in hours. We rattled them. We nudged their confidence, Rhea corrected. They'll tighten formation, believing the anomaly random. That works in our favor. A new message arrived, urgent, encrypted, Dominion-coded. Rhea opened it. The image of Vorax appeared, expression sharper than before. Admiral Morgan, he said, one of my vessels has vanished. Did your fleet engage without authorization? No, Rhea said truthfully. Perhaps your containment field has unintended consequences. Vorax's eyes darkened. Do not attempt wit. A starfaring power should understand the dangers of unstable space. You constructed the field, Rhea replied. Perhaps you miscalculated. Vorax exhaled slowly, regaining composure. Your hour is nearly complete. I advise humility before the inevitable. The feed ended. Hale looked at Rhea. They're uneasy. They should be, she said. And soon, they'll be desperate. The lights flickered again as the containment grid intensified. Earth's magnetic field responded with violent surges. The Citadel groaned under shifting gravity. Rhea steadied herself. Notify all colonies. Prepare for coordinated stabilization protocols. We're entering critical thresholds. Hale saluted. Yes, Admiral. Rhea gazed at the Dominion fleet encircling Earth. Their formation had tightened exactly as she predicted. Good, she murmured. Come closer. The solar system trembled, holding its breath. Humanity waited. And Rhea Morgan calculated the final moment to stand. The containment field vibrated through every sensor on the Citadel, a steady pressure that made the deck plates tremble as if the solar system itself were tightening around a single point. Outside the viewport, the Dominion fleet hovered in perfect alignment, grand, cold, convinced of inevitable victory. Their ships glowed with the pulsing rhythm of the gravitational grid they believed unbreakable. Admiral Rhea Morgan stood at the command rail, posture balanced, hands resting lightly as though the Citadel were not shuddering beneath the strain. Her calm steadied the room more effectively than any stabilizer. Officers watched her with the same focus they gave their instruments. They trusted her calculations even when they feared the circumstances. Commander Hale approached, voice low. The grid's amplitude is rising again. Earth's tides are surging. Luna Base reports structural oscillations. Hold the reinforcement protocol, Rhea said. They need to see us steady. Hale nodded but his jaw tightened. Admiral, if they increase amplitude further. They will, she said. That's when we answer. The Council requested immediate communication. Rhea accepted, and their images appeared above the tactical table. Their expressions had shifted from fear to a strained quiet, resignation mixed with resolve. Admiral, Chancellor Marin said, the hour they allotted is nearly gone. Our satellites predict a final amplitude spike. We need your command. Rhea faced the Council without hesitation. We proceed with the array at full strength once the Dominion commits maximum output. Not before. The Defense Minister swallowed. Are you certain the array can counter a field of this magnitude? It won't counter it, Rhea said. It will bypass it. Marin frowned. Explain. The Dominion manipulates gravitational curvature across the system, Rhea said. The array doesn't push back. It rewrites the curvature origin. Their field collapses into itself. A stunned silence followed. Hale murmured, "It's not resistance. It's replacement." Exactly, Rhea said. Before the Council could respond, a sharp chime cut across the deck. A new transmission forced itself into every channel. Vorax appeared larger than before, his face tense beneath the veneer of superiority. "Humans," he said, "your final moment of choice has come. Kneel now, or face the consequences of your defiance." Rhea stepped into the projection radius. Her image appeared beside him, two figures poised on opposite ends of a war neither wished to misinterpret. "Archregent," she said, "your containment field destabilizes our system beyond recovery. Disengage it immediately." Vorax's eyes narrowed. "You believe you can command the Dominion?" "No," Rhea said. "I believe I can end your fleet." A ripple of shock crossed the Council's faces, but Vorax laughed, a deep, dismissive sound. "You and us? Admiral Morgan, your species barely understands the forces we wield. Your bravado is as primitive as your biology." Rhea's tone remained even. "Your arrogance blinds you." "Your arrogance amuses me," Vorax replied. "I offer you one final mercy. Lay down your arms. Submit your fleets. Accept Dominion guardianship. Your species may survive under proper supervision." Rhea met his stare without blinking. "Your mistake is assuming survival is our primary goal." Vorax paused, thrown by the statement. Rhea continued, "Humanity adapts through pressure. Threats don't break us. They refine us." Hale muttered, "He doesn't understand what she just told him." "No alien ever did." Vorax straightened, regaining his composure. "Very well, Admiral. If you choose extinction, we will teach your species the cost of defiance." The projection vanished. Hale turned to Rhea. "That's full commitment. He just authorized maximum output." "Good," Rhea said. "Signal the array." The deck fell silent. Officers exchanged breathless glances. The silent array had never been used at full power. Its theoretical output belonged to simulations and classified speculation. No one had witnessed its real capability, not even Rhea. The array team appeared on a secure channel. Dr. Celine Varr, the lead physicist, adjusted her headset. "Admiral, array core charged to 60%. Increasing to full over the next 30 seconds. Are you confirming deployment?" "Confirmed," Rhea said. "Target, Dominion fleet mass." Celine hesitated. "Understood. Initiating curvature inversion." The lights dimmed as the array's gravitational field harmonized with the fabric of space. A trembling hum filled the citadel, deeper than sound, resonating in bones rather than ears. Hale gripped the rail. "Admiral, field tension rising faster than projected." "That's the Dominion's final amplitude spike," Rhea said. "Let them believe it seals our fate." Outside, the Dominion fleet brightened, channeling energy through their containment emitters. The solar system shivered. Earth's oceans rose in unnerving swells. Even the Citadel's stable orbit faltered. The Council reached out again. "Admiral, this is catastrophic." Rhea raised a hand. "Hold." The array's hum deepened. A column of warped light erupted from the array's core, invisible to untrained eyes but unmistakable on sensors. The curvature origin shifted, quietly, precisely, decisively. Then the Dominion's field cracked. Not explosively. Not violently. It folded. One moment, their formation stood unified, confident. The next, their ships twisted as though space itself had changed meaning. Their gravitational anchors snapped out of alignment. Vessels stretched, bent, compressed inward. Not through force, but through the collapse of the framework they built around themselves. The Dominion's fleet imploded in a silent cascade of shimmering distortions. Hale whispered, "It rewrote the grid." They collapsed under their own architecture. Rhea nodded. Exactly. The final ship folded into a thin glimmer and vanished. The solar system steadied. The tremors ceased. The Citadel's artificial gravity returned to normal. On the Dominion homeworld, chaos filled intercepted channels. Their commanders shouted over one another. Their scientists demanded impossible explanations. Their envoys pleaded for guidance. And over it all came Vorix's voice, strained, disbelieving. "Human, what have you done?" Rhea opened a direct channel. His image flickered, shaken, diminished. "I warned you," she said. "You should have disengaged." "You destroyed my fleet," Vorix said, voice trembling. "No," Rhea said. "Your pride destroyed it. We simply removed the lie that held it together." Vorix stared at her, realization breaking through arrogance. "You could annihilate us." "Yes." "Will you?" "No." He blinked. "Why?" Rhea's expression didn't shift. "Because power without restraint is extinction. We won't mirror your mistake." Vorix sagged back in his throne. His empire had no answer. Rhea ended the transmission. Hale approached cautiously. "Admiral, what do we tell the world?" "The truth," Rhea said. "We were threatened. We stood." Earth rotated peacefully beneath them, unaware of how close collapse had come. "Commander," Rhea said, "prepare a broadcast. Inform the colonies the grid has fallen. Then order humanitarian aid for any affected outposts." "Yes, Admiral." Rhea watched the stars settle into their natural rhythm. The Dominion fleet was gone. The threat was over. Humanity had stood slowly. And the galaxy would remember the moment it happened. The silence after the Dominion's collapse felt unreal, as if the solar system had exhaled for the first time in hours. The shuddering vibration ceased. Orbital paths stabilized. Sensors settled into calm readings, free from the shaking waves that had threatened to tear worlds apart. On the Citadel's command deck, officers stared at their screens in quiet disbelief, struggling to reconcile what they had witnessed with the reality that remained. Admiral Rhea Morgan did not move at first. She kept her gaze fixed on the place where the Dominion fleet had hovered moments earlier. Nothing remained, no fragments, no debris, not even radiation spikes. The array's curvature inversion had erased every vessel so cleanly the void looked untouched. Only Hale found his voice. "It's over, Admiral." Rhea nodded once. "For us." He turned to her. "But not for them?" "Not yet," she said. "After a blow like this, an empire fractures from the inside. Their next actions will be unpredictable." The Council opened a secure channel. Their faces appeared steadier this time, no panic, no frantic fear, only a restrained awe. "Admiral," Chancellor Marin began, "the collapse of the Dominion fleet has been confirmed across all observation points. You've saved the system." Rhea replied evenly, "Humanity saved itself. The array was a collective creation." The defense minister leaned forward. "The galaxy will demand answers. The disappearance of a Dominion fleet is unprecedented." "Then we choose what story they hear," Rhea said. "Give them accuracy, nothing more." The Dominion created a containment grid. It failed catastrophically. These facts are sufficient. Marin hesitated. "And the array?" "Remains classified," Rhea said. "If word spreads, every major empire will seek its own version. That would destabilize the entire frontier." The Council exchanged glances, then nodded. "Very well." They ended the transmission, leaving the deck in a rare quiet. Officers approached Rhea with updates, Luna base was stable, Mars had regained rotational equilibrium, asteroid colonies reported minor structural cracks but no casualties. Relief swept through the Citadel like a welcome breeze. Hale exhaled. We survived something designed to break us. We survived because we understood the pressure, Rhea said. Most species don't. A soft alert chimed. Admiral, incoming transmission from Dominion space, an officer reported. Encrypted. Origin identifies as Triarch High Command, but not the Archregent. Rhea stepped into the projection field. An image flickered into view, an elderly member of the Dominion's advisory cast, robes disheveled, breathing strained. Human Admiral, he said. Archregent Vorix has lost support. The Council of Sectors demands an explanation from him, not from you. His actions endangered the Empire. Rhea observed him carefully. I expected internal consequence. You misunderstand, the advisor said. This is not political consequence. It is collapse. The Regent's belief in your species' inferiority led him to extremes. Now he must answer to the Triarch Council. Hale whispered, they're turning on him. Rhea asked, why contact us? To confirm whether your species intends retaliation, the advisor said. Our borders are vulnerable. Our fleets are disoriented. If you strike now, the Dominion will not survive. Rhea's expression remained neutral. We will not attack. The advisor blinked, startled. You choose restraint after such provocation? Yes, Rhea said. Your regent threatened extinction. We answered proportionately. We will not escalate. The advisor lowered his head. Then you have made a choice our own leader could not fathom. We thank you for your mercy. Don't mistake it for weakness, Rhea said. The connection cut. Hale turned to her. They expected retaliation. They always do, Rhea said. They can't imagine choosing stability over dominance. She returned to the viewport. Earth spun beneath them, calm once more. For a moment, she allowed herself to absorb the magnitude of what had been prevented, not just destruction, but the crushing of entire futures, families, and generations. A junior officer approached cautiously. Admiral, people across Earth are beginning to celebrate. They want to hear from you. Rhea considered that. She disliked speeches, preferred calculations, and direct action. But this moment required something more than silence. Patch me through to planetary broadcast, she said. A soft chime confirmed the connection. Billions waited. Rhea spoke with clarity, not theatrics. Citizens of Earth, she began, today we faced an attempt to erase us without a trace. A power believed it could bend our future to its will. It underestimated what humanity becomes under pressure. She paused, letting the words settle. We survived because we refused to kneel. Not out of pride, but out of truth. Our existence is not negotiable. Our autonomy is not conditional. And our restraint is a choice we will continue to make as long as it ensures peace. Across Earth, crowds fell silent to listen. The Dominion has suffered a consequence of its own aggression, Rhea continued. We will not pursue further conflict. We will not conquer. We will rebuild, strengthen, and prepare, because peace without readiness is only intermission. Her final words carried the quiet force of a promise. We are here. We remain. And we will stand again if we must. The broadcast ended. Hale looked at her with a rare, genuine smile. That will echo for centuries. Rhea allowed herself the faintest curve of a smile. Let it echo only as far as needed. An alert drew their attention. A Ray team appeared on screen, led by Dr. Celine Var. Admiral, Celine said, the curvature field has stabilized. The array's core is cooling. Structural integrity remains intact. Well done, Rhea replied. Seal it away. No further tests until I authorize. Yes, Admiral. The connection closed. Hale leaned against the rail. What now? Now we rebuild, Rhea said, and prepare for the political fallout. Empires will search for signs of weakness or opportunity. We show them neither. Will the Dominion recover? Eventually, Rhea said. But they will remember today. And the galaxy will recalibrate around the truth revealed here. Hale nodded. Humanity changed the equation. No, Rhea said softly. We reminded them of it. She walked to the viewport once more. The stars seemed clearer, sharper, as if space itself acknowledged the shift. The Dominion's shadow no longer hung over Earth. A quiet certainty settled across the Citadel. The galaxy had watched humanity stand. And from this day forward, no one would ever mistake silence for surrender again.